We've been anticipating it, and it's finally here. The country's largest two-wheeler maker, Bajaj Auto, has finally unveiled the greatest Pulsar to ever exist, the Pulsar 400 NS. The powerful and feature-rich Pulsar comes with so many amazing perks that will make the likes of the Dominar 400, KTM 390 Duke, and the Triumph Speed 400 quiver in fear. So, what exactly makes the Bajaj Pulsar 400 NS stand out? On May 3rd, 2024, the Pune-based automaker unveiled the new Pulsar Hotshot at a starting price of 1.85 lakh rupees. For that price, it surely comes with so many goodies, like a variety of colors, red, black and white and grey, an amazing engine, 4 different ride modes, ride-by-wire throttle and full LED lighting among others. But to understand how powerful the 400 NS is, we'd have to take a quick look at some of its predecessors. The very first Pulsar, the Pulsar Twins, was introduced in 2001 when it became clear that Indian youth were seeking out affordable, high-performance motorcycles. This Pulsar had a 150-180cc 2-valve air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine that gave off 12-15 bhp of maximum power respectively. It also featured an 18-litre fuel tank, spring shock absorbers, and 1265mm wheelbase, and a single spark plug to ignite the air-fuel mixture that came for the carburetor. At that time, such features were a huge deal and the Pulsar was instantly a hit. Fast forward a few years to 2005 and the Pulsar 150 was launched. For this bike, the power output was increased to 13.5 horsepower at 8500 rpm for the 150cc engine and 16.5 horsepower at 8500 rpm for the 180cc engine. The stance of the bike was reduced and it got 17-inch alloy wheels as the standard option. This made the bike sleeker. Not to bore you with year-by-year improvements or model releases, let's discuss the Pulsar 200 NS, which marked the entry of Bajaj's latest design and the introduction of the Naked Sport series. The bike came with a spectacular 200cc liquid-cooled engine inspired by the KTM 200 Duke. This engine produces 23.17 bhp at 9500 rpm and 18.3 Nm at 8000 rpm. It also featured a new triple spark design along with a new 4-valve SOHC. It came with a disc brake on both the front and rear wheel and a gas-charged monoshock. However, these features are not that similar to the 400 NS. The only similarities come in the bike's Street Fighter style and wolf-like look, in which the design offers a digital instrument cluster and an upright seating position. Now back to the features of the 400 NS. Let's start with the design. It's been mentioned that it shares similarities with the NS200, only that it looks beefier. Not only that, the Street Fighter boasts of a bolder headlamp design with 2 new lighting bolt LED DRLS and a projector headlamp right in the center. The rear view mirrors also got an upgrade as it seems sportier, similar to that of the KTM 250 Duke. That's not all. The new Pulsar also has more obvious fuel tank tensions that bear the NS decals, while there's the larger set of radiator shrouds. Sharp lines flow from the fuel tank to the side panels, split seats, and the reconstructed tail section. In the tail section, you'll find the split grab handles, the LED turn indicators, and of course, the split tail lights. This bad boy comes with a 373cc engine that used to be in the KTM 390 until last year, and its underpinnings are from the Bajaj Dominar 400. The power given off is still the usual 40 bhp at the crank and 35 Nm of torque in the rear, which is sent in by the 6-speed powertrain. The bike also features upside-down forks at the front and a monoshock at the rear, and the braking performance is enhanced by disc brakes at both ends with dual-channel ABS. The top speed of this Pulsar is believed to be 154 km per hour, which is quite impressive. Other features in the Street Fighter are the ride-by-wire throttle, 4 ride modes which are the usual sport, rain, road and off-road modes, switchable traction control system, a digital instrument cluster with a different display for turn-by-turn navigation, full LED lighting and Bluetooth connectivity. Some of the variants of the 400 NS even come with a color TFT screen. If all these don't describe a hotshot bike, then what does? Now that we've mentioned the exciting features of the new Pulsar, let's spice things up by comparing it to some other bikes in the same middleweight category. Let's start with the Hero Maverick 440. The prestigious automaker Hero MotoCorp also recently released a beast of a two-wheeler called the Maverick 440. This bad boy was inspired by the incredible cruiser Harley-Davidson X440 that's currently on sale in India. Although the Maverick 440 is a roadster, its inspiration source has made it quite a favorite so far. But can it hold its ground next to the new Pulsar? You should be the judge of that. So, the Maverick 440 comes with a 440cc air oil-cooled engine that gives off a power of 27 bhp at 6000 rpm. It also gives off a torque of 36 Nm at 4000 rpm. Its single cylinder has only 2 valves. It has a fuel tank that can hold up to 13.5 liters with no fuel reserve, and its top speed is 140 km per hour. Now, we've discussed that the 400NS gives off a power of 39 bhp at 8800 rpm and a torque of 35 Nm at 6500 rpm with its engine. It also has a fuel capacity of 12 liters and a reserve capacity of 1.9 liters, and its top speed is 154 km per hour. Your answers are right in front of you. Then let's compare it to the great KTM 250 Duke. The KTM 250 Duke is not a new model, however, it got a big upgrade in 2024. The motorcycle got a completely redesigned engine, a ride-by-wire throttle system, just like the Pulsar, a slipper clutch, and a quick shifter. Although the new KTM 250 Duke is very impressive, with its radical bodywork and muscular sharper extensions, it pales in comparison to the Pulsar 400NS. First, there's the iconic fact that the Duke's previous engine was the source of inspiration for that of the new Pulsar, and it still gives off more power. The Duke's new 248.7cc liquid-cooled engine produces 30.57 bhp and 25 Nm of torque, which is way less than that of the 400NS. KTM offers the Duke in 2 colors, whereas the Bajaj comes in 4. It doesn't also help that the Duke costs almost $1 lakh higher than the Pulsar. We should also take a look at the 400NS versus the Triumph Speed 400. Although they both have 400 behind their names, they are not on the same level in terms of features. The Triumph Speed 400 is not a small player in this category, as its 398.15cc liquid-cooled 4-valve DOHC single-cylinder engine produces 40 PS at 8000 rpm and 37.5 Nm at 6500 rpm. This is quite similar to that of the Pulsar, but in terms of speed and mileage, the Triumph doesn't stand a chance. When discussing other features like the digital console and the Bluetooth connectivity of the Pulsar, nothing can be said for the Triumph Speed because it has mostly analog features. And just like the KTM Duke 250, it costs more than the Pulsar, making it less of a catch. The TVS Apache RTR 310 is also a competitor, so we should do a quick comparison. Choosing between the TVS Apache RTR 310 and the Bajaj Pulsar 400NS will be quite tricky because both bikes are packed with features. For this, we'll do a proper breakdown. Regarding the design, the Apache RTR 310 gives a more big bike feel compared to the Pulsar, as the latter seems more like a larger Pulsar 200NS with a different headlight. This is not surprising because the Apache's design inspiration is the Ducati Street Fighter V4. With that source of inspo, Pulsar is no match. However, the engine and the performance tells a different story. The Pulsar comes with a larger engine that gives off more power, and the Apache RTR 310 comes with a smaller 312.7cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine producing 35.6 PS and 28.7 Nm of torque. If you prefer performance over form, you know what your choice will be. But regarding other features, both are impressive. You already know that of the Pulsar. The Apache RTR 310 sports a 5-inch TFT console that offers a lot, such as mobile connectivity that allows features like turn-by-turn navigation, call and SMS alerts, and even storage for 3 documents like registration certificate and license. Instead of the Pulsar's 4 riding modes, the Apache has 5: Urban, Track, Rain, Supermoto, and Sport. It also has cruise control, cornering cruise control, lift-off control, and slope-dependent control. We could go on about the Apache's features because it seems endless. However, it costs more than the Pulsar 400NS with a starting price of 2.43 lakh rupees. As mentioned earlier, choosing the best is quite tricky. And finally, we should compare the Pulsar 400NS to the Bajaj Dominar 400. This is also a very close call, not only because they are made by the same automobile company, but because they share so many similar features. The Bajaj Dominar 400 is a street bike, available in only 1 variant and 2 colors. This bad boy sports the same engine as the Pulsar and gives off the same power. It has a 13 liters fuel tank, while the Pulsar has just 12. In terms of features, the Dominar has an impressive data-extensive console providing host information to the rider along with a secondary display on the fuel tank, but it's child's play when compared to the Pulsar. The exquisite side mirrors on the Dominar are also the source of inspiration for that of the Pulsar. Although many lean towards the Pulsar 400 NS because of its lesser cost, their similarities make it really hard to pick which one's better. So with all the details we've shared, would you be getting a Bajaj Pulsar 400 NS? Kindly let us know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video.